Hi there, this is the anti-Grand Prix trap in the Grand Prix attack of the Sicilian. The Grand Prix is a famous opening in the Sicilian, and it was popularised by the young British GMs and IMs of their day in the 70s and 80s, where they achieved famous victories, especially in rapid play competition. After e4 and c5, White's going to play f4 and knight c3. Usually knight c3 is preferred first in order to dissuade black from playing d5. So knight c3 and then knight c6 and now f4. In fact, I tried this line for the first time in this year's national championships, and I was amazed with the smoothness and ease of the victory as the moves simply started playing themselves. Black would play usually g6 here, the common fianchetto line. After knight f3 and bishop g7, bishop c4, another thematic move of the Grand Prix. In other closed Sicilian lines, sometimes the bishop is played on g2 or sometimes even on e2. After e6, now on castles, knight ge7, black's most solid defense, I believe. d3 and black castles. And another common idea in the Grand Prix, where the white queen swings over to the king's side by way of e1. So queen e1 is played, but black strikes at the center here with d5. The bishop retreats to b3, and after knight a5, I think it's quite fair to say here black has achieved at least equality in this position. Well, white might play queen f2, still with some decent attacking lines, or e5, but this move now is probably losing. Knight to e2. It's a common idea in the Grand Prix, playing the knight to e2. The knight maybe is going to switch its attentions to the king side, and it also might facilitate the move c3, preventing black's pawns from expanding the center and maybe dropping the bishop back to c2. But here that move knight e2 is losing, because first black will take on e4, and after the recapture d takes on e4, c4 all of a sudden hits that bishop, and that bishop is going to be short of flight squares. It could go to a4 immediately, but first let's just see a more natural bishop d2, developing a piece, hitting the knight. So black will defend that knight first with knight e to c6, defending its fellow knight. And after bishop a4, the bishop now running out of trouble, black's going to pick up that bishop with this move b5. That bishop is totally gone, because if bishop takes on b5, then we have queen b6, check, picking up the bishop, and black is winning. So this has been the anti-Grand Prix trap in the Grand Prix attack of the Sicilian. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.